Hey guys, it's Jay from ASMR for Nerds. Today we're going to do a video reading through what I guess many would consider a classic at this point, and that is the Wolverine Old Man Logan trade story. Whatever. Well, this is the trade. This was released in forgot what year. Let's take a look. Published 2010. And this was an 8-issue series. And it you'll get the story. So I won't even give you a breakdown. And then also today I have these Red Hots, which happen to be my favorite candy. Even though a lot of people I get strange looks for that. You can't really find these in many places anymore, at least here in New York. There's one drugstore that has them. Also, I have this little thing I got for Christmas. It's a pencil, but a drumstick pencil, because I play the drums. I figured I would use this instead of the other pen for tracing because it has a rounded end, which is probably less damaging to the books themselves. So I'll put these aside. Also, I wanted to address the other day my channel went down. I don't know why, it just went down and it took a couple hours to come back. That was not intentional, and as I'm sure you noticed, it is back. So, when it comes to my trades, for those of you who don't know, a trade is just this. It's a book compiling together multiple issues. In this case, this book has the entire story in it. Okay, so Wolverine, Old Man Logan by Mark Millar, penciler Steve McNiven, inkers Dexter Vines, with Mark Morales and Jay Layston, colorists Maury Hollowell, with Christina Strain, Justin Bonsor, Jason Keith, Nathan Fairbairn, and Paul Mounts. Chapter 1. Okay. Nobody knows what happened on the night the heroes fell. All we know is that they disappeared and evil triumphed, and the bad guys have been calling the shots ever since. What happened to Wolverine is the biggest mystery of them all. Some say they hurt him like no one ever hurt before. Others say he just grew tired of all the fighting and retired to a simpler life. Either way, he hasn't raised his voice or popped his claws in close to 50 years. His old friends would barely recognize him now. Old Man Logan, Part 1. Sacramento, California. Tractor broke down again, PA. I tried my best to patch it up, but I reckon we need a brand new engine. Well, unless you got some magic beans to sell, I don't know how we're gonna get one, Scotty. So what do we do? Some heavy lifting, I guess. Abe Donovan said he wouldn't give me $20 for the pigs. I told him they was clean, but he just wouldn't take the risk after last time. Can't say I blame him. How many did he lose? 500. What are we gonna do, Logan? What are we gonna do, Logan? I'll think of something. Jolene from the market offered $38 for the Xbox. Said she'd make it an even 40 if we threw in that long life battery. We are not selling the children's toys, Maureen. Just an idea is all. Rent's due in 2 days' time, and we got nothing else worth selling. Besides, the kids know how tight things are. We don't mind, Pa. We hardly got time to play with it anyway. I'm not selling my children's toys. My friend Becky's mom was saying he used to be a superhero. She said he was in some kind of team before the bad guys took over. Is that true, Pa? You tell Becky's mom there's no such thing as superheroes. Now be a good girl and pass me those bread rolls. You know, Jade didn't mean no harm. Only natural a child would be curious about what her father used to do. Don't be angry with her, Logan. She's just a little girl. It's not the baby I'm angry with, it's myself. How could I let How could I let things get this bad? You know what they do when you don't make rent. You heard what happened to that family over the ridge. But they missed payments 3 months in a row. This is our first time in over 20 years. It doesn't matter. They can look weak in front of Doom and the Kingpin and all the other landlords. They have to punish people. Just tell them they'll get double next month, Logan. They'll understand. I'm sure they can be reasonable when they want to be. These are Bruce Banner's grandchildren, Maureen. They don't do reasonable. 2 days later. Put the gun away, boy. It's okay, Pa. Nobody'll see it. I'll just keep it close in case these goons give us trouble. Only way that'll happen if they see your damn gun. I was only trying to help for sake. And watch your language, boy. You stop that cussing, you hear me? Logan, the Hulk gang is here. Redneck Hulks. Miss Banner. Wolverine. Oh, excuse me, I keep forgetting. You don't like people calling you by your old name anymore. Is it Mr. Wolverine you go by these days? Logan's fine. That's right, Wolverine died the night the bad guys beat your asses. How forgetful of me. Now we'll cut to the chase here, Logan. Because we know you don't have this month's rent, which is why my brothers are here today, too. You met Otis and Charlie once or twice. Well, you being such a badass all those years ago, they were worried this might turn nasty. Of course, I tried to explain you're a pacifist now, but you know what brothers are like. Are you ready to take your punishment, Runt, or do we get to flatten your crappy little farm? You deaf old man, are you ready to take your beating? This punk trying to piss us off. And he pops his claws here. And slashes him. Logan. Well, yes, sir. I'm ready to take my beating. So that was a little fantasy. Good. Oh, Wolverine. How the hell did they mess you up so bad you won't even defend yourself? Come on, punk. You used to be the most dangerous man alive. We're just a bunch of hillbillies. Get your hands off my paw. He's funny. Just be glad we got a sense of humor, little man. Double next month or everybody dies. An old friend pays a visit. Oh, it doesn't look too bad to me. That's because you're blind, Hawkeye. That's Hawkeye. Even so, your healing factor might not be what it used to be, but it still knows how to piece you back together. That said, a punctured lung is the least of your worries if you don't find their money soon. You got any little nest eggs tucked away? What do you think? I think you're in a lot of trouble. The only question is what you're willing to do about it. If you're talking about fighting, I ain't interested. I will never raise my fists again. Oh, I know. They kicked our butts when there were hundreds of us. What chance would we have against them now? My days of fighting supervillains are behind me too, Logan. This is more of a business proposition. What kind of business? A delivery job. Is it legal? You'd ask an old Avenger if he'd ever break the law. I need to get a package to the East Coast inside 2 weeks, but driving there myself is impossible. I need a navigator, and I'm willing to pay you $500 for your troubles. That's an awful lot of dough, Wolverine. And an awful lot of rent. What do you say? My name is Logan. Sure it is. You sure you want to go through with this, honey? New Babylon's hardly the nicest place. Never mind what you'll face getting there. What choice do we have besides? It's just a couple of weeks away, and it sets us up for a long, long time. Sets us up. Scotty, I want you to look after your mother and sister now here. Jade, I want you to promise you'll behave. I promise. I love you, baby girl. I love you too, Pa. Oh, please, if Sabretooth could see you now. What the hell are you doing in the driving seat, you fool? It's my car, ain't it? Your job is to read the map and nudge my arm if you spot any potholes. This really the Spider-Mobile, built by Johnny Storm himself, and customized, of course, by me and one of my ex-wives. Now fasten your safety belt, my muty friend. This mule's got a hell of a kick. It's fast. It has to be if we're gonna cross the 4 main kingdoms. Now turn on the sat nav and tell me if we're driving in the right direction. So this is the map of where they're going. And see, takes place way in the future, if you can't tell by now. After a big war. So America is split up into the President's Quarters, Osborne City, Doom's Lair. What is this one called? This one doesn't have a name. The Kingdom of the Kingpin, formerly the domain of Magneto, and Hulkland, formerly the Abomination's territory. 1 mile down, 3,000 to go. Awesome. Get ready for the ride of your life. Chapter 2. Northern California, heading for New Babylon. We ain't exactly keeping a low profile here, Hawkeye. Good. The spider buggy loves attention. Besides, I got Wolverine as my wingman. Who the hell's gonna mess with us? I already told you. I ain't that guy no more. Yeah, well, let's just say I don't think you're as harmless as all those idiots think you are. You couldn't be more wrong. The animal's still in there, Logan. I can smell it. Hawkeye, look out. We're heading for a cliff. Would you relax? They fell and hit the ground. It's true. The spider buggy dude. She could take her share of knocks. San Francisco. This cargo we're moving out of New Babylon. I gotta ask, is it drugs you got back there? Don't ask me stuff like that, man, please. I don't need reminding how far I've fallen. Oh no. What's up? According to the sat-nav, we're already in San Francisco, but there's nothing around for miles. Wouldn't be the first thing not to work in here. No, it's working fine. We're right in the heart of Union Square and facing onto Market Street. What the hell's going on? Moloids. What? Underground race the mole man found. Little yellow guys who go blind in the light. Some folks reckon they're the planet's immune system. They were resting down there for millions of years. But the moment our numbers hit 8 billion people, the planet released them to thin us all out. I heard they'd been feeding in Europe and Asia. This is the first time I've seen an American attack. They can sink entire cities right beneath the ground. Wow. What are you doing? Just checking to see if there's any survivors. Must have been a whole lot of people living here before this. Smell anything? All dead. Just what we needed. More stuff to worry about. Thank God I've got my big bad Wolverine for protection. The name's Logan, Hawkeye. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're just a simple farmer helping me out for some rent money, right? The wife and kids are back in Sacramento, man. You don't need to pretend anymore. What the hell? Ghost Riders. Keep him away from the buggy, man. Don't let him touch the cargo. I don't think he's listening, old timer. Knocks him down. What's the matter, pig? Stand up. Fight back. What the hell is wrong with you, man? I will never hurt another living soul. You can do what you like to me, boy, but I refuse to strike you back. Well, that's pretty stupid. Now let's see what they got in here. It's drugs, man. The blind guy's a courier. I heard about some shipment on its way out east and boom, arrow through the nose. That's right, bitches. Just keep making noises. Hawkeye, what have you done? Oh, don't you start. I'm pissed off with you as it is. You've taken an oath not to pop your claws. All of a sudden, you're this beautiful pacifist. I've been telling you this since you left Sacramento. Yeah, but I didn't think you meant it. What the hell did they do to you, man? It looks like he's being attacked by some bad guys here. They broke me, bub. Only reason I'm still alive. Hammer Falls, Nevada. Sometimes I feel insulted they didn't kill me. Like I was so insignificant they didn't need to worry. Thorn, Cap, and Tony Stark, they all got targeted and taken down inside the first few hours. But the bad guys basically ignored me. Was it because I used to be one of them, or because they thought I was some kind of joke? You saw how much I could still kick butt. Even with the glaucoma, I could still take care of myself. Yeah, you're a regular badass, Hawkeye. Now where did all these crowds come from? That's Hammer Falls just up ahead. The place where the Absorbing Man and Magneto finished off our Great White Hope. You've never been here this far before. Not in 50 years. This is where they come to pray that the superheroes come back. You know, like the old days when they just rise from the dead with some cool new costume. Ain't gonna happen. But I know it. But no point telling them that, dude. The human spirit dies without a hope in their coffee. Who's in charge of this place? Does Nevada fall under Banner's jurisdiction? Nah, the Kingpin's the landlord around these parts, man. The Hulk just got California. What's with all the trinkets and statues? I doubt the president would be happy with all this superhero memorabilia. He turns a blind eye when there's money to be made. Hammer Falls is the #1 tourist attraction in America. Jesus. Tell me about it. Thor's hammer. Hawkeye, thank goodness you're here. It's me, Ultron 8. Did you get the message from Tanya? Excuse me. You didn't get the message? No, we're just passing through Ultron. My friend and I are headed for New Babylon, man. We only stopped here for a Coke and some fries. Incredible. This truly is the town where miracles happen. Come in, Tanya's over in the garage. Who's Tanya? Ex-wife number 3. I never tell you about this one. She's Peter Parker's youngest daughter. Really great sense of humor. Tanya's garage. Well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Filling your head with all your nonsense. Excuse me. Ashley and her friends formed a super team, Clint. Said they didn't like the way Kingpin ran this place and they were headed north to take the big man down. All 3 of them got captured, boys. They say he plans to execute them first thing in the morning. Couldn't you tell your drug dealer stories? At least that way she'd be earning a living. I don't understand who are we even talking about here. She's talking about Ashley, man, our daughter. Chapter 3. To be honest, I never really had Ashley pegged as the superhero type. To be honest, I never really had Ashley pegged as the superhero type. And besides, what are you talking about? Her grandfather was Spider-Man, and her dad was an Avenger. Being a superhero is hardwired into her DNA. Even so, she always struck me as more of an evil badass type. She never really seemed especially altruistic. Excuse me, but are we even having this conversation? Our daughter is about to be executed by the Kingpin here. Are you gonna help her, or is she just gonna die? Of course we're gonna help her. I'm not a complete dirtbag. Speak for yourself. What? I got hired as your map reader, bub. I ain't getting dragged into one of your stupid adventures. Are you kidding me? My daughter's going to die and you're arguing about the contract. The deal was I helped you get to New Babylon. I ain't going up against the Kingpin. Bad enough you got me running drugs for you, jackass. I'll pay you double. What? You need to clear your debts with the whole gang, right? You help me save my daughter, and I'll double your money. I still ain't fighting. All I'm asking is you read the friggin' map, Logan, and that's it. Scout's honor. Okay, it's a deal, but just so we're clear, I'd rather die than bop these claws again, you understand? I reckon I can fight my own battles. Now come on, we can't waste any more time here. The Kingpin lives in Salt Lake City, and that's already a 12-hour drive. Mr. Logan. For luck, sir. He looks startled by that. Memories, explosions. Come on, dude. Charlie Xavier was faster on his feet. Cedar City, Utah. I know the schedule was tight as it was, but Salt Lake City is still on the way, and I swear this won't take long. You have my word I'll have you back in time to pay your landlord's Logan. We're both in this for our kids now, Hawkeye. We're only doing what we have to. We're both in this for our kids now, Hawkeye. We're only doing what we have to. I still can't believe she's actually out there calling herself a superhero. I mean, I know it's insane in the current climate, but man, I gotta be honest with you. I'm so friggin' proud. What the hell is this? What's wrong? According to the map, we're in Cedar City, but all I'm seeing miles of nothing and a big church spire sticking out of the ground. You okay up there, bub? Bub, I said, are you okay? Moloids, they swallowed the whole town. I climbed and climbed to the highest point, but everybody else, they just went under. There's nothing we could do here, man, but come on, Ashley needs us more than he does. And they drive off. Rice Eccles Stadium, Fisk Lake City. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Daredevil and the Punisher. Two of those three superheroes who waltzed into town to save everyone from the kingpin of crime. That's me, incidentally. Unfortunately, what these boys seem to forget is that they were going after one of the most evil badasses in all of creation. You remember Magneto? He got this place after that superhero holocaust he engineered with Dr. Doom and the President and all the other bigwigs. But the big man made one stupid mistake, boys and girls. Bitch got old. Please, just tell us what you've done with Ashley. You're a skinny ringleader. Well, let's just say I'm still thinking up something nasty. You're skinny ringleader. Well, let's just say I'm still thinking up something nasty. You guys got off light. Cheering people, dinosaurs, eating. Daredevil and Punisher. Can't believe those punks coming after you like that. A little bloodletting's healthy every now and again, boys. Just to remind everyone who Top Dog is. Kingpin's coming out of the stadium now and getting a rock star reception down there. What's the matter with these clowns? The guy's a psychopath. Just shows how bad things were under Magneto. The Kingpin's a street fighter, a man of the people. He worked his way up from nothing and folks respect that. Plus he keeps them entertained. Anything on Ashley? Locked up in that customized Walmart across the street. Security's tight. Maybe 50 bodies from the ground to the roof. Each one armed to the teeth. It ain't gonna be easy, Hawkeye. Good thing I got my genius plan. Just make sure it don't involve me. I already told you, I will not be a party to violence here. Relax, Powder Puff. All you've got to do is drive. I don't get what you're so angry about anyway. You don't like living here. You should try a week in Doom's quarters. The Kingpin looks after us, Spider Bitch. All he asks in return is a little loyalty. I guess it must be in the blood. Your dad being Hawkeye and your grandfather being Peter Parker. But what the hell were you thinking of? That you and your friends were gonna save everyone? Faster. We need to hit at least 200. This genius plan of yours, it wouldn't just be smashing through the walls and killing everybody, would it? That ain't genius. It is if it works. What the hell? Man. That'll be Dad. You're on your own here. Like I said, I am not taking part in this stupid friggin' fight. Relax, I can handle these punks. Especially when they keep yelling and giving away their positions. Shoot, stab, stab. Ashley, where's the control panel? 31 inches to the left of my voice. Gotcha. Boom. What the hell's going on in here? You just made your first big mistake, Kingpin. You got old. Chops his head off. Ouch. That as messy as it sounded. Worse. Ashley, what are you doing? What I came here to do. Seize control of the Kingpin's quarters. I thought you came here to free everybody. That's because you're stupid, Dad. I killed the Kingpin like he killed Magneto. Now it's time to show these boys what their new boss is made of. Damn you to hell for making me do this, Hawkeye. Chapter 4. You don't have to do this, Ashley. I don't have to do anything, Dad. I'm doing this because I want to. Wolverine smashes through the wall. What the hell? Logan grabs Hawkeye. You okay? No. Just get inside and keep your head down, Hawkeye. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. I smash through the wall. Jesus, Logan. Nice kid you got there. Just shut up and drive. What are you gonna do standing around? Get after them. I don't believe this. What's wrong? There must be 50 cars on our tail and they're gaining fast. I think there's guys on dinosaurs too. Where the hell did they get dinosaurs? Savage Land imports, Midwest's covered in them. Oh God, you feel that rumbling? They must be right behind us. That ain't them. It's an earthquake, holy. Strap yourself in, quick. And they fall down a deep hole. 2 hours pass. Hawkeye. I think we just got mugged by the Moloids. They're the ones who do this stuff right. How long was I out? Feels like I popped a couple of joints, but I don't remember nothing. You okay, bub? He sees the Moloids ripping someone apart. Mother of God. Go to hell, you sons of... Logan, it's okay, I'm over here. What? You use your light stick, it blinds them. Their eyes are so used to the dark they can't see a thing in the light. They've been scratching the car for hours, trying to get in. I heard those people screaming, "Man, what's been happening?" Easy, bub, I got your back. Just take it easy in there. Everything's gonna be fine. What's that noise? Get your ass out of here, you little freak. Okay, now I'm gonna turn on the headlights, but I gotta warn you. I can smell what's up ahead and it ain't too pretty. Oh God, have they eaten everybody? Is that what's been happening? Have they eaten all the guys who were chasing us? Yup. What are we going to do? We could be hundreds of feet underground here. Maybe even thousands. We got Parker's old car, don't you remember? It does whatever a spider can. Pastebot Creek, Wyoming. How many of these damn dinosaurs are out here? Hundreds, dude. They were all the rage a few years back, but expensive to keep, so a lot of them got dumped. We'll be fine as long as we're wearing that spray I gave you. Electroville. What the hell is that? If it's a Manhattan skyscraper laying on top of a huge big guy, that'll be the Baxter Building. Who's the guy? Thor's half-brother Loki. Man, you missed yourself one hell of a fight that night. South Dakota. I always wonder what happened to Reed and Sue. We know what happened to Ben and Johnny, but Reed and Sue are still a mystery. Somebody said Kang beat them up and dumped them in the time stream, but they heard this third hand from the Shocker of all people. Maybe they'll come back and save the world, like the old days. Yeah, right. A little late for that, don't you think? As they drive by and see a skull on Mount Rushmore. Des Moines, Iowa. You still shook up about Ashley? I was the first thing she ever saw, man. The first human being she ever laid eyes on. How much of an honor is that, huh? I helped so many people leave this world. It was so damn cool to watch someone arrive. How the hell did I screw things up so bad? At least you seem a little more like your old self. That's what I'm afraid of. What do you mean? You know what I mean. A flashback of Wolverine covered in blood. But I ain't that guy anymore, Hawkeye. I love my wife, I love my kids. And I love that little life we've carved out for ourselves. I'm doing this job so we can make our rent. You gotta believe that. I ain't excited by death anymore. Easy, bro, nobody said you were. Well, excuse us, ladies. I don't realize tonight was... Unk. Go ahead, bub. Just try to make a joke. Logan. Storms out. What happened, man? What did they do to you? Sit down and I'll tell you. And that's, now we're on to chapter 5, so we're exactly halfway through. And I'm gonna stop it there, because we're gonna do this in 2 videos. So that was, of course, Old Man Logan, issue 1 through 4. And then after, we'll do 5 through 8, and then take a look at the sketches and stuff in the back next time. them suggested this, and that's why we're doing it. Next story we're gonna read, I'll just show you real quick. The next story after Old Man Logan, as requested by them too, is my favorite. I mean, they didn't request this specific book, but they requested that I do a read through of my favorite Superman story, or they said my favorite story from my favorite character. And this was definitely up there as one of my favorite Superman books. And the creative team is amazing. Writer is Darwin Cook, who is usually an artist, and his art is really great. He just finished a series called Twilight Children, which I haven't read. I bought all the issues, but I haven't read yet. And the artist, of course, is one of my favorites, Tim Sale. Talked about him a lot. And this is just like a great, unique Superman story with some of the best individual panels in comics, I think. So we're going to read through this after Old Man Logan. Other than that, I guess I'll just say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for sticking in, watching all these videos and everything else. I will see you guys really soon. I'm gonna work on I'm gonna get the Old Man Logan reading number 2 done tomorrow, just so we don't have to wait to see how it ends. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.